Happy New Year, everyone. Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to opening day 1985 in season ticket baseball. Yes, it is New Year's Day, and it's now opening day for my 1985 season replay in season ticket baseball. Starting the season, we are at Tiger Stadium for our opening day matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. We've had the demo game already as well, and I feel very comfortable with season tickets, so off we go. Fans are filing in. We're expecting a sellout here on opening day with a sea of black and gold everywhere here. As the fans are filing in, if everyone will please rise, remove their head coverings, we will have the playing of our national anthem. To turn off my mic so it didn't seem like it was catching double. Could somebody in chat please confirm if the national anthem came through fine? I was using desktop audio and OBS to pick that up. I'd like to make sure that's working because I do also play the national anthem when I get to the World Series. So I'd like to be able to have that available to me, or I can go back and watch the stream later to see if it got picked up. But I'm kind of rambling a little bit on that. So I am going to be using Digital Diamond mostly to help me with keeping stats, to help me determine winning pitchers, make sure I've got all that straight. But otherwise, one thing I should mention is if I don't see your message in chat right away, don't panic, because once the game starts, I only come back to check chat every half inning. So I will see your message, just maybe not right away. So again, don't panic and don't leave in rage because I'm ignoring chat. I'm not ignoring chat, I'm just not checking it right away. So there might be a little bit of a delay on a response. But we are all set for this one between the Tigers and the Indians as the opening day festivities are just wrapping up. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers in this one is Jack Morris. 16-11 with a 3.33 ERA, 257 innings pitched, 191 strikeouts, 110 walks, and 21 homers in 1985. As the Tigers get loose in the field, we will take our first look at the Indians' starting lineup. Leading off, we've got Brett Butler in center field. Julio Franco's at shortstop. Mel Hall is in left field. Joe Carter is the designated hitter. Pat Tabler is at first base. Brooke Jacoby is at third base. George Vukovic is in right field. Chris Bando's catching. And Tony Bernazard is at second base today. And that's the lineup Morris is going to be charged with keeping in check today. Making sure this is all set for me. All right, and now I'll tab into Digital Diamond, and I will see you guys in the bottom of the first. So leading off the top of the first, once I update my scoreboard, leading off for the Indians, we've got Tony Bernazard. 274 average, 11 homers, 59 RBI in 1985. We will be using orange, white, and black dice. Tigers are the home team. as we are all set for this one. Fans are taking their seats. They are loud, and I need to change what I'm using in... Blast it. I need to undo that first play because we were not using... Because we were using the... That's not what I want. We weren't using Board Game Companion, which is where I want to be. We were using the auto dice roll for Status Pro. Now that we've got that all set up, we are now ready to go. So now Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here is the opening pitch for 1985. That is going to be a 340. That is coming off of Bernazard's card, and he will reach on a base hit, but it won't be the double. There won't be the double that he was hoping for to start the game. But wait. Oh yeah. So I actually had the... Wait. I think I see what happened here. It looks like my lineup got a bit disorganized. So bear with me for a second. Butler's on with a... Wait, what? Hold on. Something is not right here. Wait a minute. We're looking at the same actual lineup, right? Hold on, something is very wrong in Digital Diamond. I gotta look at this. Because it's not giving me the right lineup. Got Franco. I'm using... My score sheet comes from Digit Dugout. I don't know why this lineup got swapped around so much. Hold on, I'm going to restart the game. Something didn't turn out right at all here for the Indians. Something's very screwed up. I don't know what on earth happened with Digital Diamond, but the lineup I've got here is not the same lineup. I'm gonna have to restart this game, I think. I'm just deciding how I want to do this. Yeah, something's wrong. Hold on a minute while I try to figure this out. Something went a little bit screwy because Digital Diamond and the score sheet I've got from Digit Dugout are not matching up at all. So let me try restarting the season. Sorry, having a few technical difficulties here. Stand by. Okay, everything looks good there. I wonder if something happened with transactions. Let me see if executing transactions screwed up my... Actually, let's see. Bert Blyleven is still the starter. So that's all still good for the Indians. No, lineup still looks good. So Butler, Franco, Hall. I wonder if what happened was when I was laying everything out, that's how it got screwed up. And maybe that's where I got confused. I'm thinking that's probably what happened here. So yeah, that's... At least for the Tigers, that's what it looks like happened here. So once I get this readjusted, we should be good. I'll remember to change it to Board Game Companion. Butler digs in, okay. There we go. I think we got that all figured out now. Very sorry for the delay there at the start of the season. So Butler is on with the leadoff single, and the batter now that I've got all that hammered out, let's go back into game. Once again, very sorry for the technical delay, there while I figured out what was going on with Digital Diamond in my score sheet. Julio Franco now steps into the batter's box. 288 average, 6 homers, 90 RBI in 1985. Infield is at double play depth. And Butler could try to get the jump here to steal. Parrish, he's got a pretty good arm though. We'll hold Butler at first. Morris will look over to Butler, give him a glance. Then he'll turn and get the sign from Franco. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 304 coming off of Franco's card. He's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3, and that is out number 1. One out, and Mel Hall now steps into the batter's box. 318 average, no homers, 12 RBI in 1985. Butler trying to edge off. Morris is going to give him a look just to hold him on the bag. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 683. That'll be our first stop over at Tiger Stadium. 683. That is going to be a base hit. And Butler will find himself at third with 1 out. Which is already going to bring the infield in, as Joe Carter now is the batter. 262 average, 15 homers, 59 RBI in 1985. Infield already looking a little bit nervous here. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That's a 588. That's going to send us over to the center fielder. Center fielder for the Tigers is Lemon. And a 588 is going to be a base hit into center field. Butler will score. Hall could try to advance, challenging the center fielder's arm. His arm is a 3. Hall's got a speed of 1. He's going to hold at second, but the Indians are going to get out here to an early 1-0 lead. Stadium groans. Ugh. Tabler, it's probably Tabler, but I'm going to go with Tabler for now. Comes into the batter's box. 275 average, 5 homers, 59 RBI in 85. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 548. That sounds very troubling. Second baseman for the Tigers is Lou Whitaker. 548 is going to be a base hit into right field. Hall, looking at the right fielder. Right fielder is Gibson. He's got a 1 arm. Hall's got a speed of 1. I think we're going to load the bases full of Indians. What did we say? Yep. Bases are full of Indians. The Tigers are already down 1-0, and the Indians have the bases loaded for Brooke Jacoby. 274 average, 20 homers, 87 RBI in 85. Runner has to go on contact with the bases loaded. And I think there's something special to know with the bases loaded. No. Well, possible double play. With the bases loaded, results with an exclamation point or a double play. Okay. So there's a possible double play here with the bases loaded. But the Tigers have a lot of trouble here in the top of the first. Morris in a jam to start this season. He will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 422 is going over to Jacoby's card against a righty. 422 is going to get grounded over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Trammell. Trammell will turn fire to Whitaker at second. Whitaker will flip it over to Evans at first, and that will be a 6-4-3 double play, and the Tigers are going to get out of that jam with limited damage. Stadium cheers. Yay! A huge double play for the Tigers as they managed to escape trouble here in the top of the first. That could have very easily been a lot worse, but the score right now is Cleveland 1, Detroit coming up to bat. As I'll check in with chat, ID Jester now joins us here at Tiger Stadium. And yes, here we go finally. We had some technical delays earlier while I made sure I had all my lineups straight, but Digital Diamond we're all set to go. So we are here getting ready for the bottom of the first once I remaximize OBS. There we go. And now the starting pitcher for the Indians is Bert Blyleven. 9-11 with a 3.26 ERA, 179 2/3 innings pitched, 129 strikeouts, 49 walks, 14 homers in 1985. While the Indians get loose in the field, let's take our first look at the Tigers' starting lineup. Leading off, we've got Lou Whitaker at second base. Alan Trammell is at shortstop. Kirk Gibson is in right field. Lance Parrish is catching. Johnny Grubb is the designated hitter. Darrell Evans is at first base. Larry Herndon's in left field. Chet Lemon is in center field. And Chris Pitaro is at third base. Let's make sure we put this down correctly so I don't have any panic with Digital Diamond, so I don't have any panic the way I did in the top of the first. Double checking my lineup just to make sure everything is in order. Whoop, hold up. Grubb, Evans, Herndon, Lemon. Okay. Just panicking. Wanted to make like I said, I wanted to make sure I didn't have any kind of shenanigans here. So stepping into the batter's box to lead off the first at-bat for the Tigers in 1985, we've got the second baseman, Lou Whitaker. 279 average, 21 homers, 73 RBI in 1985. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 643, which turns into a 653 with the home team batting, and that's going to be bounced over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Jacoby. He will throw that across the horn, and that will be the first out of the inning. One out for Detroit, and the batter now is Alan Trammell. 258 average, 13 homers, 57 RBI in 85. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 422 is looking at Trammell. Blyleven's a righty. 422 is going to get lifted into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Vukovic for the Indians. He will make the catch with plenty of room for out number 2. Two outs in the inning, and the batter now is Kirk Gibson. 287 average, 29 homers, 97 RBI in 85. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 448. Going to Gibson's card, 448 against a righty. That is going to be a base hit into center field, and Gibson will keep the inning alive for the Tigers. He could try to advance against the center fielder. Butler's got an arm of 5 with a speed of 8. No, I think Gibson's going to stay at first. They don't want to try to extend. They don't want to try to get thrown out of the inning by getting greedy. Especially not when the Tigers have got power coming up and Lance Parrish next. 273 average, 28 homers, 98 RBI in 85. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set. and here comes the pitch. 519, that sounds like trouble. So we're going to Blyleven's card, 519. That's going to be a base hit into center field. And the Indians cannot seem to get out of this inning. Gibson with a speed of 8. Center fielder for the Indians is Butler with an arm of 5. Same logic as before. Gibson is going to stop at second. They don't want to try to run themselves out of the inning here. Johnny Grubb now stepping into the batter's box. 245 average, 5 homers, 25 RBI in 85. Blyleven can't get out of this inning. He will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 479. Grubb against a righty, 479, is going to get lifted into center field. Butler will get under that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Tigers are not able to do anything with them. Indians hold a 1-0 lead after 1. Stadium groans. Ugh. Tigers, there's something going on there in the bottom of the first, but they can't do anything with it. Just checking in with chat real quick. All good there. Now that we've got the minor technical details settled down. Leading off the top of the second for the Indians, we've got the right fielder, George Vukovic. 244 average, 8 homers, 45 RBI in 85. Would help if I get the right pitcher on the hill as well. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 603, which takes us over to Tiger Stadium. 603 is going to be grounded over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Whitaker. He will make an easy play, and that will be out number 1. Chris Bando now stepping into the batter's box. 139 average, no homers, 13 RBI in 85. Morris gets the sign from Parrish. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 348. On a 348, Bando is going to bounce that one back over to third. This time it'll be Jacoby picking that one up. He'll make another easy throw across the diamond. 2 outs in the inning. Two outs, and Tony Bernazard is the batter. 274 average, 11 homers, 59 RBI in 85. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 381. 381 is going to be bounced over to first. Picking that one up for the Tigers is going to be Evans. He will make the play over to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the top of the second. Still 1-0 as we move into the bottom of the second. And I'm sure Tony would not be happy to see what's going on so far here in this opening day for 1985. As the Indians did manage to load the bases in the top of the first, but they couldn't do anything with it. Leading off the bottom of the second for the Tigers, though, we have Darrell Evans stepping into the batter's box. 248 average, 40 homers, 94 RBI in 85. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That's a 475. Evans against a righty, 475. Oh, he's going to get a hold of that one as Blyleven leaves a curveball hanging over the plate. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. That ball is gone as the outfield has no doubt about a hanging curveball. Home run, Darrell Evans. And just as easy as you please, we are tied at 1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Larry Herndon now steps into the batter's box. 244 average, 12 homers, 37 RBI in 85. Blyleven has got to have instant amnesia about leaving that curveball hanging up. He will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 398. 398 is going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at first base is going to be Tabler. He will make the catch for out number 1. One out, and Chet Lemon now is the batter. 265 average, 18 homers, 68 RBI in 85. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That's a 267 coming off of Blyleven's card against a righty. 267 is going to get grounded over to third. Getting to that one easily is going to be Jacoby. He will make the play over to first, and that's out number 2 in the inning. Two outs, and Chris Pitaro now is the batter. 242 average, no homers, 7 RBI in 85. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 212 coming off of Blyleven's card against a switch, so a lefty. 212 is going to get grounded over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Bernazard. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. One hit, but it's a solo bomb by Darrell Evans. We are tied at 1 after 2. Here on opening day, 1985. Catching up with chat real quick. And indeed, boom, there it goes. Leading off the top of the third with Morris on the hill is Brett Butler. Butler had a single his first time up, starting the carnage of the top of the first. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 406. Let's see, 406 against a righty. And Butler's going to lead off by working a leadoff walk out of the at-bat as the heat gets away from Morris and Butler goes to first. Infield at double play depth as Franco now steps into the batter's box. Franco struck out his first time up. Butler, is he going to try to get the jump here? I think he is going to try to get the jump, actually, see if they can maybe take the double play away. He needs it to beat a... Let's see, Morris has got a hold of 4, so Butler needs to beat a 14 to get the jump. Which that will not do, so they're going to hold him from trying to steal without the jump. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 469. Franco against a righty. 469. That is going to get grounded over to third. Picking that one up at third is going to be Pitaro. Pitaro will throw that over to second, and then he'll flip it over to Evans at first, and that'll be a 5-4-3 double play around the horn. Stadium cheers. Yay! A huge double play on that one as the Tigers managed to all but avert disaster. But stepping into the batter's box now is Mel Hall. Hall got a single his first time up. Morris gets the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 264. Hall's a lefty, 264. That's going to be a called strike 3 as Hall gets frozen with the bat on his shoulder for strike 3, and that will retire the side. One hit, actually a walk, but the Indians aren't able to do anything with it as we get set for the bottom of the third. Just stopping over to check in with chat here. All looks quiet there. Leading off the bottom of the third, we've got Lou Whitaker stepping into the batter's box. Whitaker is 0 for 1. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 255. Blyleven against a lefty, 255. And the curveball is actually going to work as Whitaker swings through it for out number 1. Curveball just catches enough of the outside corner that Whitaker's got to go chase it, and there's 1 down in the inning. Trammell steps into the batter's box next. Trammell flew out his first time up. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 3-10. And Blyleven's going to freeze him with another curveball as he paints the outside corner this time for strike 3, and that's out number 2. Two outs, and Gibson now the batter. Gibson got a single his first time up. Blyleven looks into Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 577. That sends us over to the left fielder. Left fielder for the Indians is Hall. 577. That's going to be a double into left field. Gibson might actually try to stretch this one. Hall's got an arm of 2. Gibson's got a speed of 8. He's going to try to stretch this one. So he needs to beat a 12, and he's got a speed of 8. Actually, no, I think that only comes up, like, wait a second. Hall, 2B plus. Okay, so what is the B question mark on there? I don't think Gibson could try to stretch that, but he would very easily be safe if he could. Looks like they're saying, it looks like there's a B question mark, so I think he could try to stretch that. Let me consult the rules and double check, though. I've never had that result come up in play. May try to advance. So yeah, looks like that could happen. And Gibson, looking at the roll there, yeah, Gibson will get in there without so much as a throw. So that will be a triple for Kirk Gibson as he hustles over to third. But the throw gets cut off, and Gibson finds himself safe at third base with a triple. Stadium cheers. Yay! Blyleven is not happy with himself, and the batter now is Parrish. Parrish today is 1 for 1 with a single. Gibson not going anywhere, though. Blyleven hoping to get out of some late inning trouble. He will get the sign from Bando. Blyleven will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 384. Coming off of Parrish's card, 384. That's going to get grounded over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Jacoby. He's going to tag Gibson, and that will retire the side. Stadium groans. Ugh. Nothing across except the triple. Let's see if G55. Okay, so we just got to take the out at first. Never mind. Well, either way, we get to the same place. As Gibson gets stranded 90 feet away. And we are tied at 1 after 3. Tabbing over to check in with chat. Okay. Stepping into the batter's box to lead off the top of the fourth for the Indians, we've got Joe Carter. Carter's 1 for 1 with a single. He was part of the carnage in the top of the first. Morris gets a sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 487 against a righty. 487. That's going to get lifted into center field. Coming under that one for the Tigers is Lemon. He will make the catch for out number 1. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little 1985 opening day baseball action on what currently is a snowy Wednesday morning up here in southeast Wisconsin. Batter now is Tabler. Tabler is 1 for 1 with a single. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 619, which brings us over to Tiger Stadium. 619 is going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at second is going to be Whitaker. He will make the catch for out number 2. Jacoby now steps into the batter's box. Jacoby hit into a double play to end the carnage of the first. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 290. That sounds like trouble against a righty. 290. Uh-oh. That is hit deep to left field. Jacoby's got a power of a 7. So that is hit deep to left field. Let's see if he gets this one out. So 7 plus. Wow. Talk about lucky. That is going to drop in. That is going to drop in for a base hit. And Jacoby extends the inning with a single. Fans are not happy about extending the inning, but that sounded great coming off the bat. He just got under it, but it's enough to still find him at first to extend this inning. And here's Vukovic to continue the inning. He is 0 for 1. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. That's a 208. Which against a lefty is going to turn into a 408, and now against a righty is going to get grounded right in front of the plate. Vukovic gets very much over the top of that one. Quick off the plate is going to be Parrish. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. A long single, but the Indians aren't able to do anything with it. As we get set for the bottom of the 4th. Stop over, check in with chat real quick. Things have settled down for a few minutes now. Yes, they have. Hope I enjoy the snow. Cold today, but 65 isn't bad. It doesn't seem like it's terrible outside. I'm waiting for weather to reload on my watch, and actually it was snowing quite a bit more aggressively this morning, but it seems like it's settled down to just flurries now. Roads are probably going to be a little bit interesting today, but hopefully nothing too bad. Anyway, bottom of the 4th coming up. Leading off is Johnny Grubb. Grubb today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Blyleven will get the sign coming in from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 210. Coming off of Blyleven's card against the lefty. 210. And a curveball is going to get away from Blyleven for a leadoff walk. Infield will go to double play depth as the batter now is Darrell Evans. Evans today hit the solo bomb that tied this game. So they're going to So Grubb isn't going to try to do anything funny on the base paths. He's got actually no steal or speed rating, so yeah. Nothing funny on the base paths on this one. Evans will get the sign, or not Evans, Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set, here's the kick, and here's the pitch. That's a 276 coming off Blyleven's card against the lefty. 276 is going to be lifted into right field. Coming under that one with plenty of room is going to be Vukovic. He'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 out in the inning, and Herndon now the batter. Herndon today is 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up. Grubb still not going anywhere. Blyleven looks in for the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. That is a 696. Uh-oh. That's going to turn into a 706 with the home team batting, and oh boy, we've got a hold of another one. Herndon's put that one deep to center field. Let's see if he can get this one out against Blyleven. Herndon's got a power of 6. 6 plus 7 is going to be a 13. No, he's going to lift that one. He's going to get under that one a little bit too much. Getting to that one is going to be, getting to that one's going to be Butler. He's going to be back to the track, back toward the wall, but he's going to have plenty of room to make the catch for out number 2. Herndon thought he got a hold of one, but unfortunately what he got a hold of was the second out of the inning. Lemon now the batter for the Tigers. Lemon today is 0 for 1. Blyleven sighing in relief after that one. He will get the sign from Bando, though. Blyleven will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 304. And Lemon's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3, and that will retire the side. Leadoff walk, but the Tigers aren't able to do anything with it. We are still tied at 1 after 4. A very even matchup here to start this 1985 season replay. Philip Anderson now joins us here at Tiger Stadium, and yes, we will see who gets the jump in the AL East. I suspect Fast Score may have a little bit to say about that as well. Top of the 5th coming up, and leading off for the Indians will be Chris Bando. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Twins with Blyleven on the hill, but Chris Bando today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 388 coming off of Bando's card. 388 is going to get lifted into left field. Coming under that one will be Herndon. He'll have plenty of room to make that catch, and that's out number 1. Tony Bernazard now steps into the batter's box. Bernazard today is 0 for 1. Morris gets the sign from Parrish. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 193, and that's going to be a bloop single, as Bernazard's going to get that one just out of the infield for a 1-out single. Infield will go to double play depth, as Butler now is the batter. Butler is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Bernazard, he's going to try to get the jump. He needs to beat a 14, though. Which, that is a 13. He comes, actually, a 12 plus... Actually, 12 plus 3 is 15, so he does get... Actually, is it Steele he's got to challenge? I think I've been looking at the wrong stat. I was assuming it was speed he was going to have to challenge, but I think... Oh, no, it's again... Okay, so it's Steele against hold rating. So actually, he does get the jump if he wants to go. What is the arm for Parrish? Parrish has got a 6 arm. They're going to call off the steal after that. I didn't realize he had such a good arm. So Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 654, which is 654 is going to get grounded over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Pitaro. He's going to take the out at second, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So Butler will make first on the fielder's choice. Two outs, and Franco now is now the batter. Franco is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded into a double play. Butler, not a threat to do much on the base paths. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 192, and the inning's going to continue as Franco's going to bloop that one for a base hit as well. Tigers have had a lot of problems today with 2 outs, as they can't seem to get out of the inning, and the batter now is Hall. Hall today is 1 for 2 with a single, but he's also struck out. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 607. That will probably get them out of the inning, as he's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Indians aren't able to do anything with them, as we are getting set for the bottom of the 5th. Stop in to check in with chat real quick. Game summary thus far. Let me look at this current box score. Indians currently have 1 run on 7 hits and no errors. Tigers currently have 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. And if you get the jump to steal, you get the extra D6. I did remember that, but I saw the arm of 6, and that kind of made the Indians panic a little bit and call off the steal. So that's how they did that. Leading off the bottom of the 5th, we've got Chris Pitaro in the batter's box. Pitaro today is 0 for 1. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 273. Blyleven against a switch left. 273 is going to get grounded over to first. Tabler will grab that one. He'll flip it over to Blyleven, who's coming over to cover, and that's the first out of the inning. And now we're back to the top of the order for the Tigers, as Whitaker steps into the batter's box. Whitaker today is 0 for 2. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is going to be a 310. And Whitaker is going to get frozen by the curveball as it catches just enough of the inside corner for strike 3, and that's out number 2. Two outs, and the batter now is Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 2. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 587. That sounds like trouble. That's being hit to the center fielder. That's Butler. 587. Nope. That's actually going to be a fly ball into center field. Butler will get under that one, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. We remain tied at 1 after 5. Stopping in to check in with chat. Top of the 6th, and now Morris is at his fatigue inning, so we need to be very mindful of that. Joe Carter now is the batter. Carter today is 1 for 2. Morris gets the sign from Parrish. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That looks like a 599. That's the right fielder. That's not going to be anything good. That's Gibson, 599. That'll be a base hit for Carter to lead off the inning. And that will also be Morris's first point of pitcher fatigue, which I've got a D20 to start tracking that. Actually, that's a spin down counter. Infield will go to double play depth, as Tabler now is the batter. Tabler is 1 for 2 with a single. We're not going to get activity in the Tiger bullpen just yet. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 518. That's right back to Morris. 518 is going to be a base hit into center field. About that activity now, Carter's got a speed of 6. Center fielder for the Tigers is Lemon. He's got an arm of 3. Carter's actually going to try to challenge this arm. So he needs a... So it's going to be a 13. Carter needs to beat a 13 to get over to third. And he'll get in there standing up. The throw is going to get cut off. So that's going to be a 1B star. So we should end up with runners at the corners with 1 out. Yep. That's another point of pitcher fatigue. And the batter now is Jacoby. Jacoby today is 1 for 2. The infield has got to come in. Let's tab over to chat, see if we have any Tiger fans. Troy Sawyer Jester foresees a 13-inning game to start the season. God, I hope not. Troy Sawyer now joining us here at Tiger Stadium. We're replaying the 1998 season when the Padres made the World Series. My play of season ticket was one of the reasons I got it. Thank you for the kind words on that. And it's actually a chance for the Indians here, Philip. The Indians are the ones are batting right now. We're in the top of the 6th. But we are going to get some activity in the Tigers' bullpen as starting to get loose for the Tigers is going to be... let's see. They've got lefty switch. They're going to get Bob Stoddard warming up in the bullpen. Okay, so we've got the infield in. The Tigers need to get out of some trouble here. So yeah, the infield's in now, trying to prevent Carter from scoring with the go-ahead run. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is going to be a 3-0-1. And Jacoby is going to swing through the high heat for strike 3, and that is a huge-time strikeout. The Tigers needed that one. How big is that strikeout? 1 out, and the batter now is Vukovic. Vukovic today is 0 for 2. Morris gets the sign from Parrish. They're trying to get him out of the inning. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 376. Vukovic is going to lift that one into left field. Coming under that one on the left is going to be Herndon. He will make the catch for out number 2. Now I got to see how sac flies work. Actually, there's nothing there, so no sac fly there. So we're going to end up with F7R3H. So Vukovic will hold at third. Batter now is Bando. Bando today is 0 for 2. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 362. 362 is going to be grounded over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Pitaro. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Indians leave a golden opportunity by the boards, as we are still tied at 1, getting ready for the bottom of the 6th. Stadium cheers. Yay! Chance for Cleveland. Yep, that's right. It's the top of the 6th. I usually try to keep that's what the peg up here by the scoreboard is for, to indicate which team is batting. Just in case you guys aren't familiar with some of my unique setup quirks, I just wanted to point that out real quick. I know we've got some new people who may have not seen me do a baseball game on the channel before, so just If there's a quirk you guys want to know more about, feel free to ask about it. Like I said, I may not answer right away because I only check in with chat at every half inning, but I will get to it at some point. Or Jester, who's seen me do just about every single baseball game I've played on the channel, he might be able to weigh in on what some of that stuff means. But I'm rambling on that a little bit. What say we get back to baseball? Bottom of the sixth, and we're looking at the heart of the Tigers' order. Leading off against Blyleven this inning is going to be Kirk Gibson. Gibson today is 2 for 2 with a single and a triple. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 589. That does not sound good. 589 is going to the center fielder. That's Butler, and that's a base hit for Gibson. He will lead off with a base hit. Infield now is at double play depth. Batter now is Parrish. Parrish today is 1 for 2. Gibson is not going to, well, Gibson might try to get the jump, actually, to try to take away the double play. He would have to beat a hold of 13 with a steal of 2, though. He's going to try it, actually, because he could get a very good jump on Bando. So he's going to try to get the jump on Blyleven. Gibson with a 13 plus 2 is 15. He will get the jump on Blyleven, and Gibson's off to second. He's going to try to beat out Bando. He's got a speed of 8 against Bando's arm of 5. It's got to be a 15 or higher for Gibson. And Gibson is going to take second base without even a throw. What a play by Kirk Gibson. Let me just make sure. Oh, wait. What? Hang on. Something's not right here. We should be... Hold on. Did I forget to enter? I think I forgot to enter a play in Digital Diamond. Hold on a second. Did I get tripped up? Did I get tripped up here on something? Single for Bando? No. Bando actually grounded out, so I entered something wrong in Digital Diamond. So bear with me while I get all that caught up. Bando should have grounded out. All right, perfect. And then we have a single for, and then Gibson with a base hit. And now we should be all caught up. There's Gibson, yeah. Now, okay, now that Phoenix Knight is hopefully done being an airhead about how Digital Diamond works and getting plays caught up, now we come back to business with Gibson being at second base. Is he going to try to get the jump to move over to third? And I think the answer to that is no. So Blyleven now will turn and deal with Parrish. Double play is now off the table. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando, looking panicked with Gibson at second. Blyleven will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. That's a 282 coming off of Blyleven's card against a righty. 282. Uh-oh. Blyleven left another curveball hanging up there. That is a deep to, oh boy, and it's the wrong guy to leave a curveball hanging to. Parrish has got a power of 9 deep to center field. Does Parrish give the Tigers the lead with a power of 9? 9 and 7 is 16. No! He's going to lift that one into into center field. Getting under that one will be the aforementioned Butler for 1 out in the inning. But there is a possible chance for, actually, Gibson's got to try to advance. He's going to be facing an arm of 15, but he's got a speed of 8. Let's see if Gibson can get in there. Right. Gibson will easily make it to third. That should be an F8, R3H, right? Yes. So Gibson then takes third on the sacrifice fly. 1 out in the inning. The infield has got to play in this one. On this one, batter now in the batter's box is Grubb. Grubb today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Now a golden opportunity for the Tigers to take the lead. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. That is a 349. 349 is going to be lifted into center field. Once again, Butler will get under that one. 2 outs in the inning, but it is deep enough to give the Tigers the lead. Let me just make sure that all straightens out. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. We still ended up with the Indians scoring somewhere we shouldn't have. Hold up. Something. Hold on. Digital Diamond gave me something screwy. We shouldn't have ended up with anybody scoring. Carter heading for the plate. Evans holding the runner close. Hold on. I got to sort something out here. Vukovic stands in. Hold up. Makes the catch. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Carter. Okay. I actually was an idiot. Carter got to third. And then the fly ball fly ball should have held him. So, whoops. Looks like I had a little bit of a derp there. So, looks like according to Digital Diamond, we'll go with Digital Diamond. It looks like I messed something up on the fly ball. I think I forgot to enter a command that Carter was supposed to hold, but we will go with the Indians having a 2-1 lead. So that was a mistake on the scorekeeper. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes, Grubb had just flown out to... I think Grubb had just flown out to second, but Gibson did score on the play. So we're right back to a tie game at... Hold on. Gibson, wait a minute. Okay, so Grubb, right. Wow, I'm just... Scorekeeper is having all kinds of problems today, so R2+. That's what we should end up with. We should end up with Grubb out, Gibson at third. There we go. And now Evans the batter. Evans today is 1 for 2 with the solo bomb that tied the game way back in the second. Seems like it's been a lifetime ago. Now the Tigers have a chance to try to tie this game. Blyleven now gets the sign from Bando. Actually, the infield now no longer needs to play in. So Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 582. That sounds like it's going to be lifted to Butler again, and a 582 is going to be a fly ball to Butler. He will make that catch, and that will retire the side. Gibson gets over to third, but Blyleven manages to keep him there, as the score is now 2-1 Cleveland after 6. Stoddard continuing to throw in the Tiger bullpen as we get ready for the top of the 7th. We'll catch up with chat. Tigers lead 2-1. Not according to Digital Diamond and my score sheet. The only other thing I can think of is maybe I messed up a command somewhere, but it's way too late to go back and change that now. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go with the Indians leading 2-1 because that's what Digital Diamond is giving me over here. Top of the 7th, and we've got the top we got the top of the order due up for the Indians in Tony Bernazard. Bernazard today is 1 for 2 with a single. Yeah, Tigers just batted. Gibson ended up stranded at third though because they couldn't get him home. And there was actually a screw up earlier in the 6th that I'm not going to go back and correct now. So Gibson, so there was a screw up, and I guess there was a screw up in the Indians' half of the 6th inning where I forgot to enter a command for Carter holding. But yeah, then Gibson got over to third from the steal and then a sac fly, but they couldn't get him home. So that's what happened. Anyway, coming back to the top of the 7th, Tony Bernazard now is 1 for 2. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 365. Bernazard is going to lift that one into left field. Coming under that one is going to be Herndon. He will make the catch for out number 1. Butler now steps into the batter's box. Butler today is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk, but he's bounced into a double play as well. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 528. That's a play to Parrish, and that's going to be a pass ball, which will be ball 1. We'll do it again. No, 265. Coming off of Morris's card against the lefty, 265. Butler's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3 for out number 2. Two outs, and the batter now is Franco. Franco today is 1 for 3 with a single. Morris will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 277 against a righty. 277 is going to be grounded over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Pitaro. He will make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the top of the 7th. We are at the 7th inning stretch while Digital Diamond catches up. Per usual, I will not torture you guys with my rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will, however, take a small break. Later this afternoon, we will be back to Three Rivers Stadium, the site of the 1985 demo game, as we get our first look at the historical National League champion St. Louis Cardinals taking on the World Series winner of my 1991 replay, the Pittsburgh Pirates. It'll be Kurt Capshire going for the Cardinals and Larry McWilliams going for the Pirates. That will be later this afternoon, but I'm not exactly sure when that will be yet. Bottom of the 7th coming up, and we are looking at the bottom of the Tigers' order. Blyleven is at his inning of fatigue, so we need to be very careful of that. Leading off the bottom of the 7th, we've got Larry Herndon. Herndon today is 0 for 2. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 567. That sounds problematic. That's over to the shortstop, which is Franco, 567. That'll be an E6, and Herndon will be safe on the error. But errors don't count against Blyleven's fatigue rating, so that won't be his first point of pitcher fatigue. The infield, however, will go to double play depth, as the batter now for the Tigers is Lemon. Lemon today is 0 for 2. Herndon, is Herndon going to try to get the jump here? No, he's got no steal rating to speak of. So Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. 434. Lemon against a righty. 434. That's going to get smacked into center field, and that's going to be a double. Herndon's going to hold it third on the double. That, however, will count against Blyleven's fatigue. That'll be his first point of pitcher fatigue. The infield now has got to play in, as Pitaro is now the batter. Pitaro, though, is 0 for 2 today. The infield's got to play in on this one. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. Actually, before we do that, we are going to get some activity in the Indians bullpen. Let's see. The Tigers are looking at lefty, righty, lefty. They're going to get... who are they going to get warming up? They're going to get Dave Van Olen warming up in the Indians bullpen. So we've got activity now in both bullpens coming out of this. Tab back into Digital Diamond. Blyleven will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 340 coming off of Pitaro's card. And that's going to be a called strike 3 as the curveball gets the outside corner for the first out of the inning. That is a big strikeout for Blyleven. That's also his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th strikeout of the day. Whitaker now the batter. Whitaker is 0 for 2. He's got 2 of those strikeouts that Blyleven's got today. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. I will update that to 1 out, by the way, before we go through the actual at-bat. All right, the roll is a 436. Whitaker against a righty. 436 is going to get grounded over to... Actually, runner was not going on contact. I forgot to declare that. That's going to be grounded over to second. The throw will go to first as they'll look the runner back for 2 outs in the inning. Two outs, and Trammell now stepping into the batter's box. Trammell today is, once I get everything updated there, Trammell is 0 for 3. Blyleven gets the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 140. 140 is going to turn into a 340, and that's going to be a base hit on the infield. Herndon will come in to score. Actually, Herndon will score. Lemon will advance to third. Let's see if there's anything special for an infield single. But I'm pretty sure we're still going to end up even on an infield single with this game tied. Yep. Trammell's at third. Herndon will score. Herndon scores. Lemon to third. Trammell to third. This game is now tied at 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! That is the 3rd point of fatigue for Blyleven. They're going to see if he can get out of the inning. Although, well, are they going to see if he can get out of the inning? The batter now is Gibson. Gibson today is 3 for 3, and no, they're not going to try to have Blyleven get out of the inning. The Indians are going to get the hook for Blyleven. Gibson is too dangerous a batter for them to take a chance on Blyleven pitching him a meatball. So coming in to pitch for the Indians is going to be coming in to pitch for the Indians is going to be Dave Van Olen. 3-2 with a 2.91 ERA. 43 1/3 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, 20 walks, 3 homers in 1985. His job is to get Gibson and get out of this inning. Van Olen will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 345 coming off Gibson's card. Gibson's going to swing through the heat for strike 3, and that will retire the side. What a relief if you're on the Twins, if you're on the Indians bench right now. 2 hits and an error, but only 1 run. This game is tied at 2 after 7. That had the potential to be a very dangerous that had real potential to be a very dangerous bottom of the 7th inning. And we're going to get the hook here for Jack Morris as well. The Tigers are going to call it a day with him. As coming in to pitch for the Tigers, thought he should have been in this game. Maybe not, though. Did I have the wrong stack over there? I didn't think so. Let's make sure we've got a... don't want him yet. Hold on, we are going to get a reliever in for the Tigers. I'm just trying to find somebody that I can actually bring in. Oh, and he's even got the same initials that I was using. So that'll work. So coming in to pitch for the Tigers, we're going to pretend we got him warming up instead of Stoddard. The Tigers are going to bring in Bill Scherer to pitch. 3-2 with a 4.36 ERA. 66 innings pitched. 46 strikeouts, 41 walks, 10 homers in 85. And coming in to lead off the inning for the Indians, we have Mel Hall. Hall today is 1 for 3 with a single but 2 strikeouts. Scherer will look in to Parrish for the sign. He will set, and here's the... let's get Morris out of there since he's done for the day. Scherer will set, here's the kick, and here's the pitch. That's a 524 going over to Parrish's card. 524 is going to get popped up the chimney. Parrish throws away his mask, but he'll have plenty of room in foul territory to make that catch for out number 1. Joe Carter now stepping into the batter's box. Carter is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and he scored a run. Scherer will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 521. That's right back to Parrish again. 521 this time. Carter's going to swing through the curveball for strike 3, and that's out number 2. Two outs, and Tabler now is the batter. Tabler is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Scherer will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 444, coming off Tabler's card against the lefty. 444 is going to get lifted into right field. Coming under that one for the Tigers is going to be Gibson. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the top of the 8th, as we are still tied at 2 heading into the bottom of the 8th. Leading off the bottom of the 8th for the Tigers, we've got Lance Parrish. Parrish is 1 for 3 on this opening day. Van Olen will get the sign from Bando. Actually, let me catch up with chat real quick since I normally do that on the half innings. Okay, everything good there. Van Olen will get the sign. Now I got to check again to make sure I didn't jar the camera too much. Okay, everything looks good there. Van Olen will get the sign from Parrish, or from Bando. He will kick, and here's the pitch. Wow, 699 is going to turn into a 709, and that is carrying well. Question is, how well is it carrying? He's got a power of 9, does Parrish. Can he give the Tigers the lead with one swing of the bat? Let's see, 9 and 3 is 12. No, he's going to lift that one into center field. Butler's going to get under that one, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Stadium groans. Ugh. Parrish going back to the dugout, talking to himself. He got one to hit, but he just got under it a little bit, enough to lift it into center field and give Butler room to make the catch. Here's Grubb. Grubb is 0 for 2 with a walk. Von Ohlen gets the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 173. Von Ohlen is going to bloop that. Ohlen's going to bloop into the outfield and be a base hit for Grubb. Let's see. So, stepping into the batter's box now is Evans. Evans is 1 for 3 with a solo bomb. Infield will go to double play depth. Grubb, looking at his card, is not a threat to do anything crazy on the base paths. He will stay put. Von Ohlen will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 628, which is going to turn into a 638, and that's going to get lifted into center field once again. Butler will again make the play on that one for out number 2. A good pitch by Von Ohlen this time, and Herndon now the batter. Herndon today is 0 for 2, but he reached on an error back in the 7th. Von Ohlen gets the sign from Bando. Phoenix Knight will update his chart first. Now Von Ohlen will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That's a 532. That's hit over to first base. First baseman is Tabler, and 532 is going to be picked up over at first by Tabler easily. He will take that over to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. One hit, but the Tigers are not able to do anything with it. We are tied at 2 after 8. But will we see some top of the 9th inning magic? We'll check in with chat while I finish getting things updated. Okay. Batter now in the top of the 9th for the Indians is Jacoby. Jacoby today is 1 for 3 with a single. We are in Scherer's fatigue inning, so we need to be very careful of that. Scherer will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That will be a 442 against the lefty. 442. That's going to be a base hit for Jacoby. He'll lead off with a 1-out with a single. Okay, wait, what was it? Was that 442? Yep, that's just a single. Nothing about where it's going, but that will be Scherer's first point of pitcher fatigue. The infield will go to double play depth, as the batter now is Vukovic. Vukovic today is 0 for 3. Scherer will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 395. That can't be good. That is a base. That's going to be a base hit, and Jacoby will take third. Actually, it should be 1B plus, which I believe should end up with Jacoby at third. You just double check that. Nope, Jacoby just goes to second. But still, we've got trouble here. We've got trouble here for Scherer, as that's his second point of pitcher fatigue already. And the batter now is Bando. Bando today is 0 for 3. We're going to get some more activity in the Tiger bullpen, as warming up is starting to get loose for the Tigers. Let's make sure it's somebody that the Tigers can actually use in the game, which I thought I'd laid them out already. Oh, I think I must not have gotten to them. So it'll be Aurelio Lopez starting to get loose for the Tigers, as he's up in the bullpen. But the Tigers are probably going to have Scherer on a short leash the way the top of the ninth is starting here. Scherer will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 116, which will turn into a 316. And Bando's going to get frozen with the bat on his shoulder by a fastball for strike 3, out number 1. That is a big, big strikeout for Tiger Stadium. 1 out in the inning, and Bernazard now is the batter. Bernazard is 1 for 3. Jacoby tempted to steal, but actually, he's not really much of a threat to do much on the base path. Scherer will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 159. 159 is going to be a walk, and the bases are now full of Indians. So now Jacoby's going to end up at third. And there's nowhere to put the top of the order once we get this all updated. Another point of pitcher fatigue for Scherer. The batter now is Butler. Butler today is 1 for 3 with a walk. Infield's got to play in, but that is going to be it for Scherer. They have seen enough of him today. And he's just gotten them into a lot of trouble. Coming into pitch now for the Tigers. Come on, stop highlighting like that. Coming into pitch now for the Tigers is going to be Aurelio Lopez. 3-7 with a 4.80 ERA, 86 in the third innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, 44 walks, 15 homers in 1985. He's going to be charged with getting out of this bases-loaded jam that the Tigers find themselves in. Lopez will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 683. I don't think that's going to help them get out of it. No, that is going to be a base hit. We should end up with at least 2 runners scoring. So Jacoby should score, as should Vukovic will score. Bernazard will make it to third. Score is now 4-2 in favor of the Indians. Stadium groans. Ugh. Batter now is Franco. Franco today is 1 for 4 with a single. And the Indians still very much threatening for more. Or Lopez will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. 443 coming against a righty. 443 is going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that at second base is going to be Whitaker. He will make the catch for out number 2. Two outs in the inning, and the batter now is Hall. Hall today is 1 for 4. Actually, no, Franco. Okay, hold on. What did I forget to... Oh, we forgot to put it in the base hit. Right. Vukovic was at second. He scored. Okay. We are going to get some activity in the Indians' bullpen as they're going to get their closer warming up. The way things have gone, I don't think the Indians want any funny business in this one. So starting to get loose. Do they not have a designated closer? I think they're going to go to Rich. They're going to start Rich Thompson warming up. Apparently, the Indians either don't have a designated closer, or their designated closer wasn't available for this game, which is also possible. The Indians do not appear to have a designated closer for whatever reason. They must have done closer by committee by 1985. But someone who is actually alive and coherent in 85 can feel free to weigh in on that. And yes, we will see if there's some ninth inning magic. There already has been, though. Hall today, though, is, as I mentioned, 1 for 4. Tigers need to stop the bleeding here. Lopez will get the sign from Parrish. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 160 coming off of Lopez's card. 160 is going to be flied into left field. Getting under that for the Tigers is going to be Herndon. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk. Score is now 4-2 Indians heading into the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? Von Olen's going to come out of the game, and coming in to pitch for the Indians, let's make sure he's available first. Must have been last-minute transactions. Coming in to pitch for the Indians, let's try this again, is going to be... Oh, here we go. Looks like they did have something of a closer. Just not marked closer. I think that's why I got tripped up. Coming in to pitch for the Indians is going to be Tom Waddell. 8-6 with 9 saves, 4.87 ERA, 112 2/3 innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, 39 walks, 20 homers in 1985. He will be charged with the top of the order. Leading off, though, in the bottom of the 9th is Chet Lemon. Lemon today is 1 for 3 with a double. His job is to get this game over with. Waddell will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 150. 150 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one in left field is going to be Hall. He will make the catch for out number 1. Batter now is Pitaro. Pitaro today is 0 for 3. I'll get that set back up. Waddell gets the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 318. Pitaro is going to get frozen by a curveball for strike 3, out number 2. And the last chance for the Tigers is going to come down to Lou Whitaker. Whitaker today is 0 for 4. Not a good guy to have at the plate when you're trying to extend the game. Waddell will get the sign from Bando. He will set, and here's the pitch. 629, which turns into a 639 with the home team batting. And that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Butler. He'll take a couple steps to his right, put out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Cleveland Indians take this one via 9th inning magic with a 4-2 victory here at Tiger Stadium. Stadium groans. Ugh. Final line score coming up. For the Indians, 4 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. For the Tigers, 2 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher in this one is going to be Dave Von Olen. Losing pitcher is going to be, what's his name? Bill Scherer. Picking up the save will be Tom Waddell. But we are not done yet. But we are not quite done yet, as we've still got to run the ticker for the first time ever on the, well, for the first replay game ever on the channel. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup, but I will hang out with chat while I do all the cleanup work. Let's see. Cleveland's closer was Tom Waddell. I finally had to go digging for him. Unfortunately, Troy, Rally Hats did not do a lot of good as the Tigers went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the ninth. Only saved 9 games are Jerry Reed. 1985 Cleveland was horrendous. 60-102 historically. They're off to at least a 1-0 start though, coming into this 1985 replay. But of course, we all know how it's not how the teams start, but how everything finishes when it's all said and done. This is only opening day, let's not forget. Come on. One thing I do want to mention, though, Jester made a little bit of a joke about a 13-inning game to start this replay. I do actually have a house rule in place to guard against that happening. So what I'm going to, basically on nights where I have to work again, actually on nights or days where I have to work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the game through 12 innings, and then if the game is still tied, I'm going to go to a clutch roll and fast score to determine the final score of the game, just because I don't want to be playing for about 15 innings or so on a school night. That rule will be suspended, however, in the event when we get to the playoffs. That rule will be suspended for any elimination games in the playoffs. Because I don't like the idea of a team's season coming down to a clutch fast score roll. I want the team facing elimination to be able to evade the death blow themselves, or the team that's doing the eliminating should be able to land the death blow themselves. But we are all set to run the ticker tape thanks to Fast Score Baseball. So the Indians pick up the win on opening day, 4-2 over the Tigers. And I will be rolling my D66s. I'm going to be using pink for the away team, yellow for the home team. So let's see. Let's see how the rest of the league did today. Rangers and the Orioles. Rangers roll an 853, actually an 835, I should say. That's good for 4 runs. Orioles with a 1064. They pick up 8 runs. The Orioles blow the Rangers out. Yankees and the Red Sox. Both are 11s. Come on, pick the dice up. Yankees roll a 41 on an 11. That will be 4. Red Sox roll a 46. That is 5. And the Red Sox take that one to open the season. Blue Jays and the Royals. Blue Jays looking for a little bit of revenge from the 1991 ALDS when Kansas City eliminated them. Blue Jays start this one off with a 1263. That's good for 8 runs. Royals with a 132. That will end up being 2 runs, and the Blue Jays win that one. Expos and the Reds. Expos roll a 654. That is 5. Reds roll a 1413. That is 2. And the Expos take that one. I've got to grab my ticker tracker as well because that's what I'm using. Keep track of everything here for records. So let's get all that caught up. Orioles, Rangers, Red Sox, Yankees. I already updated Tigers, Indians, Blue Jays, Royals, and Expos, Reds. I could probably just use a digital diamond to be my ticker for this in all honesty. That might even be a little bit easier, but I'm already doing it this way. On to April 9th. Twins and the Angels. Twins roll a 724. That is 2. Angels roll a 1236. That is 4. That's a win for the Angels. White Sox and the Brewers. Pull that through. White Sox, 1353 is 6. Brewers, 716 is 2. That's a win for the White Sox. A's and the Mariners. A's roll an 863. That is 7. Mariners with a 1262. That is also 7. We have extras. A's roll a 3 plus 0. Mariners roll a 5 plus 2. That will be a win for the Mariners in extras. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates roll a 514. That is 1. Cubs, 1342. 1342 is 5. That is a win for the Cubs. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers roll a 913. That is 1. Astros, 536. That is 3. And that's a win for the Astros. Cardinals and the Mets. Cardinals, negative 153 is 3. Mets, 815 is 1. That's a win for the Cardinals. Braves and the Phillies. Braves, 825 is 3. Phillies, 1055 is 6. And that's a win for the Phillies. Padres and the Giants. Padres, 846. 846 is 5. Giants, 363 is 6. And that's a win for the Giants. Over to April 10th. Rangers and the Orioles. Rangers, 724 is 2. Orioles, 1746 is 6. That's a win for the Orioles. Yankees and the Red Sox. Yankees, 1551 is 6. Red Sox, 1434 is 4. That's a win for the Yankees. Twins and the Angels. Wow, that small yellow die did not want to stop. Twins, 921 is 2. Angels, 1154 is 6. That's a win for the Angels. Indians and the Tigers. Indians, 845 is 5. Tigers, 1356 is 7. That's a win for the Tigers. Blue Jays and the Royals. Blue Jays, 911 is 0. Royals, 456 is 5. That's a win for the Royals, and I am not updating this at all. So I'll take care of that later. A's and the Mariners. A's, 1655 is 7. Mariners, 1455 is also 7. They once again will go to extras. I only need these two. A's roll a 4 plus 0. Mariners roll a 5 plus 2. That is going to be another win by an identical 8-7 score in extras. Expos and the Reds. Expos, 953. 953 is 5. Reds, 713 is 1. That's a win for Montreal. Dodgers and the Astros. Forgot to put that die through. Dodgers, 913. 913 is 1. Astros 7-16 is 2. That is a win for the Astros. Padres and the Giants. Padres 836 is 4. Giants 323 is 2. That's a win for the Padres. On to April 11th. Yankees and the Red Sox. Yankees 10-12 is 1. Red Sox 12-32 is 4. That's a win for the Red Sox. Twins and the Angels. Twins 10-61 is 7. Angels 14-34 is 4. That's a win for the Twins. Indians and the Tigers. Indians 10-54 is 6. Tigers 21-54 will be 8, and the Tigers will win a comparative shootout. Blue Jays and the Royals. Blue Jays 5-16 is 1. Royals 11-55. Let's see, 11-55 is 6. That's a win for Kansas City. White Sox and the Brewers. White Sox 14-33 is 4. Brewers 12-52 is 6. That's a win for the Brewers. A's and the Mariners. A's 25-11 is 2. Mariners 19-35 is 6. That's a win for Seattle. Pirates and the Cubs. Pirates 663 is 6. Cubs 14-55 is 7. That'll be a win for the Cubs. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers 10-63 is 7. Astros 424 is 2. That'll be a win for the Dodgers. Cardinals and the Mets. Cardinals 922 is 2. Mets 013 is 0. That'll be a win for the Cardinals. Last up, Braves and the Phillies. Braves 966 is 10. Phillies 1956 is 8. And the Braves win a shootout. And that will do it for Block 1 of this 1985 replay. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always later this afternoon. Later this afternoon, we'll be back at Three Rivers Stadium for our first look at the St. Louis Cardinals in 1985 as they take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Kurt Kepcher will be going for the Cardinals, Larry McWilliams going for the Pirates. As for what else is coming up on the channel, Saturday, Mystical Munchies will start out of the Marvel Eat the Universe cookbook with the appetizer, Loki's Kropka Core. After that, we'll have the intro for the Winter Campaign in Arkham Horror, the card game, which will be the Scarlet Keys, and then Sunday we'll have the first scenario of the Winter Campaign. We'll talk more about what that first scenario is going to be during the campaign intro. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Cleveland Indians get the jump here in the AL East with a 4-2 victory over the Tigers at Tiger Stadium. Once again, take care. And we'll see you guys this afternoon.